Kia ora, everyone. How are we going? We have got the jug boiled, we've got a cup of tea steeping, we're in a cozy blanket hoodie, because this is what I live in. We know this. I love my blanket hoodies. I'm just going to put on my other compression glove today. Good morning, Jay. I put on one. I put on the art hand compression glove, but it's like I should probably put on the other one today because we're having a little bit of a pain day, but we're doing all right. I'm definitely counting down to taking the next dose of meds. So, but yes, kia ora everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you've all found that little something to bring you some joy today, and if not, well, I hope I can be that little something that gives you joy, although I would not describe myself as little in any sense of the word. Anyway, it is another beautiful cold day here in Aotearoa. It is not as icy as it has been though, but it's definitely got still some chill in the air, so we're in the full length blanket hoodie today, and we've got our good cups of tea. I'm still on the peach with the twist of mango. Yeah, I like it, but also I don't like the fact that the actual tea bags aren't individually wrapped. Like, it's good in terms of packaging because it's less packaging, but I don't like to keep unwrapped tea bags in my tea box. So it's like, well, we might as well use up the box while it's here. But yeah, moving my jug to the desk, best decision. I have been drinking so much more tea because the jug is right here, so I just have to fill it up to fill up the jug, and then we just keep reboiling it. So good, so good. It's definitely cold enough here for cozy times. Thankfully my room heats up very fast once the sun pops up over the roof next door. Heck yeah, love being cozy. Hey Annie, it's an Annie. I am an Amy. We're in full cozy mode today. Yeah, I'm technically in pajamas. We're doing another PJ stream. I don't care. It's about being warm and about being cozy, and like, I didn't even brush my hair this morning. I just chucked it into a bun on my head and just be like, cool, you're out of the way, we're done. We're just like, roll out of bed. It's like, yeah, PJs. It's one of those days. It was a very sore, very cold morning. At least I think my antihistamines are kicking in, so I'm not quite as congested as I was when I first got up. Or as itchy. I was very itchy this morning. But we're doing alright. Which is why you may see I'm a little red and splotchy today, because we were very, very itchy. But it's the time of year where my hay fever does go particularly bad, so I'm not someone who often needs to use medication for hay fever, but every once in a while I do need to, and it's usually in fall in particular, or autumn as we call it here, is when I get very bad hay fever. Smote! Hello, hello, hello. Look at all those gorgeous emotes from your gift sub. So glad you got a gift sub. Thank you again, Shy. I very much appreciate you. So how are we all doing this morning? I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all, geared up for the day. It is, of course, Tuesday here in New Zealand. I know it's Monday in some areas of the world. And, of course, Monday. For some people, some of us, it doesn't really matter. It depends on your work week, I guess. But, yeah, I hope you haven't got a case of the Monday-itises. We are going back to Mythomorphia today. I'm very excited to go back to Mythomorphia. eArt Studio subscribed at Tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Holy hell, Emily. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that massive sub. You're obviously very much enjoying the channel. Also, welcome over to the Twitch side, lovely. Welcome to the retirement home, which is what we call our little community here, because we want a little cozy, warm space where we can take naps wherever we want, where we can have a little craft room, where there can be cooking done for us, but also we can cook if we want, and we can go on activities, but also, like, it's a retirement home. You can totally just go and nap in your room if you want to. So yeah, welcome to the retirement home. Enjoy using all your emotes. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. And thank you so much, Emily. And then also, Smolt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. On a 5-stream watch streak as well. Heck yeah. And we have Sammy here as well. Hello. All the lovely people coming in. Welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you all. Right, how about we get off my face and I'll show you what we're actually doing. Thank you for starting to do the shout outs, especially for Chai. It is Chai's birthday week. Just saying, you know, you should be following. I have to check messages after stream. I will remember to do that. Oh my goodness. But yes, we are going back to Mythomorphia, and I am very, very excited to get back to the spread. Now, we were working away on our Mythographic Dreamweaver page. I did get a little bit of inspiration over the weekend, and I just ended up going for it on this page. So I have actually completed this one off stream. I tend to try to not do that because I like to complete them on stream if I've done them on stream. However, the mood struck, and so I did end up finishing the entire page, including all the 3-dimensional gems and these little bits of glitter flakes. It's going to be an awful one to try and photograph because it is also sealed with Mod Podge now to make sure everything sticks together. But yeah, I love doing this. So I really like how that came together with all the little gems and stuff like that. So while we won't be carrying on with that one, we will carry on with this one. Alright, I'm going to go heat up some leftover pizza because the only food I've had since waking up was a large oat mocha, and that's not technically food, nor are the marshmallows put in there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that's all good. Go get some food, and also leftover pizza is like the best pizza. Hello, Di. Hello. I'm glad you're here too, lovely. I hope you're doing well. You know what? I need to start making a list because that's another thing I need to do after stream. And it's Discord related, which I am awful at remembering stuff for Discord. Where's my scrap paper? I cleaned up my desk. You know when you clean up and you clean up so well, you cannot remember where you put anything? Oh, that looks like it there. I'm definitely a person that needs to make lists because I forget a lot of stuff otherwise. Alright, so I need to message back Chai. Chai, I did read your message. I just ran out of spoons to respond while I was trying to get ready for stuff. And then I gotta take a ton of photos. Right. I've got so many pages to take photos of. The point is I also have to remember to look at this list now that I've created this list. Right, let me catch up. Do you keep all the art you make, Amy? I'm just curious. So a lot of these ones are in colouring books. So I have the actual books that I can flip through. These 2 pages are from a book from Mythomorphia. It's just my book has completely fallen apart because of how much I've done in here. So once I complete this book, I will get it rebound. I haven't completed a full colouring book yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I complete them, but I'll probably have like a special shelf where I put completed colouring books, because I would like to have a pile of like completely coloured in books. I think it would just be amazing. In terms of like pages or like drawings or pieces of art, some of the stuff I have kept, I have got art going back till when I was like 2 years old. And a lot of stuff I also do to give away. I do a lot of different pieces for other people. There's been no progression on this one yet, but this is one I'm working on for Sammy. So yeah, it's a bit of lots of different stuff. If it's in a colouring book, I'm genuinely keeping it. There's only one page from a colouring book I have removed, and I took a photocopy to put it back in the book before I gave the original to my mum. If it's a separate piece of art, possibly it's for someone else. Yeah. You need to take your meds? Yes, everybody take your meds. Di wants to know if you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing really well. Yellow beans, hello. hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, the friends arriving in right at the start. Hello, lovely beans. And welcome in, Raiders. Oh, Beans, how are you? How was your stream? I saw that you were live just as I was setting up, and I was like, damn it, I'm out of time. I should have come in and said hi quickly, but I hope you're doing well. How was your page going? And for all of you seeing the little shout out in Twitch here, this is the lovely Yellow Beans, or Sophie Colours on YouTube. Wonderful colorist here on Twitch as well. Works primarily in the Beauty of Horror colouring book, but does work in other pages. Does a lot of more spookier colouring, but still a really good chill time over there, and really amazing depth of shading as well. So yeah, check out Yellow Beans if you'd like to. And to all our raiders that have joined us, kia ora. My name's Amy. I am also a colorist here on Twitch. I also work in colouring books. So we're working in Mythomorphia by Kerby Rosanes today. And we're working with acrylic inks on this page. I like to experiment and try a lot of different things on pages and just go for it. And yes, my red ink did come, which is why we're going back to it. It arrived a day early, which I was very grateful for. So Beans, if you need to raid and fade, I fully understand. Please do the self-cares, because I know at the end of stream you're often like exhausted. But if you want to hang around and lurk and chat for a while, we'd love to have you here. And to all our friends that are lurking in the background, we fully encourage to lurk. If you want to just stay hidden in the background, feel free. If you want to come out and say hi, feel free as well. So for new follow, thank you so much, Alien Jess. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So this is the new ink that we got in, Parole Red. So you can see the difference between the crimson. The crimson is a lot cooler and a lot of got a bit of a blue tint to it, and compared to this, this is a lot more orange. However, this is still more on the neutral side. This is not a true red orange, but at least it's not a pure cool orange like this crimson color here. So it will mix with the yellow a lot better, which is going to be very, very nice, because this is where I was struggling, because when I mixed this with the yellow, we were essentially getting a brown. And that's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted to actually have an orange. So we'll be able to carry on with not only our red of the Leocampus, but now we can make an orange as well for the fishies, and that'll allow me to figure out the rest of it, because that was where I was getting stuck. I needed orange. So we're going to put our Hippocampus half to the side. Yay, Chai, I'm guessing with your cup of tea. You've got a cup of tea. We love a cup of tea here, or a cup of coffee, or a cup of water, or an energy drink. Whatever your choice of hydration is. I just like to hear you're hydrating and looking after yourself. I'm just getting ready to head to work. Oh, well, I hope that, you know, work isn't a hard one. It goes quickly. Like one of those days where it's busy but not exhausting busy. Just busy that it keeps you going through the day, and then it's like, oh, work's done. But I'm very grateful that you can be here, even for a little bit. Oh, come on. This is a bottle opener. Works great for opening these things if you've got crappy hands like me. A cup of wine. If you want to have a cup of wine, you can relax with a cup of wine. Just drink responsibly, look after yourself, and also make sure you have some hydration in there too. But yes, it is a little early here for that. Well, then again, you know, I suppose if you're doing like one of those fancy brunches where they do the wine with orange juice. I work with kids, so it's always a blast. Nice. I love hanging out with kids sometimes. Hanging out with my nibblings, the niece and nephew. Very exhausting, but very fun. I should have uploaded the picture onto my computer so I could have shown you. In fact, I can show you in person. Hold up. We're getting distracted already. But hey, it's not a stream if we don't get distracted, right? I have to put you on this one. Oh. So, of course, it was, for some reason, Mother's Day in the US lined up with us here in New Zealand this year. That doesn't happen often. But on Mother's Day, I went up to the family and I did take this up. So this is a giant poster. I took the Day at the Gardens one because this is the one that I was least likely to colour in myself. And I asked my niece to help me because she loves colouring with me and she always wants to work on what I'm working on and for us to colour the same page together. So she'll come up and see what I'm working on and be like, can I help colour it too? And it's like, not this one, kid. So I have other things that I will let her colour with me on. Because it is really cute and she is like really enjoys colouring, and sometimes she will work on her own thing, but she really likes colouring with me. So I brought up this because I was like, could you help me colour this, because it's so big and I'm not going to be able to colour it all by myself, so can you help me colour it? She's like, yeah, and I was like, it's really big. How big? It's bigger than you. We did measure it. This poster is bigger than her. Which is why I have to do this on this camera. Are we in frame? We're in frame. So yeah, we spent a couple of hours working away on this. And I love how it's going. It was so much fun. You can see she was very specific that she wanted to colour the snail and it had to be a rainbow snail. And I was like, I fully approve, child. You definitely relate to your auntie. Rainbow snails all the way. So yeah, we got quite a bit done, and even like her parents jumped in and helped us colour it a little bit, and it was a really good time. So yeah, fully encourage, if you've got a kid in the fam that likes doing a little bit of creative stuff, get a giant poster. That's so fun. So yeah. These ones in particular are by Crocodile Creek. Really good quality paper. Fully recommend it. And so yeah, we took up the Day at the Gardens one. I also have Day at the Museums, which is full of dinosaur bones and is really cool. Day at the Aquarium, which is the one that I'm hoping to colour this month. And then there's also Day at the Zoo. And also Lollycat, hello! How are you going today? It's good to see you again, hun. Right, now we've successfully had our first distraction. When my sister was little, I brought her one Joanna Bass's book so she didn't need to ask for mine. Within 2 hours, all she meant to do was rub a hole in the page. No colour touched the page at all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have given her a bunch of colouring books, and her brother's 2, so he's not quite at, like, sitting down to fully colour yet stage. But she's got multiple colouring books, both at her house and Nana's house, where I colour with her. And we do have a lot of fun colouring. Alright, moment of truth. How is this red? Oh, so bright. So bright. I love it. That's what I was looking for. So now I can go back over all of these as well and fix up this cold tail. We needed that bright pop of red just to help balance things out. Freezing cold in the south. Oh, it has gotten so cold here lately. It's one of those, like, it's either extremely hot or extremely cold. How are we all going today? We've heard how some people are doing and what they're up to for today. Does anyone have any exciting plans going on today, or things that they're looking forward to doing? It was funny because she never actually coloured anything. She just messed with all the pencils, organising them and breaking the sharpener and chatting, but definitely no actual colouring took place. Now she's in college, she's joined a colouring group at lunchtime and she's actually coloured something. Hey, I get the organisation side. Like, I love putting my pencils in rainbow order. And, like, admittedly, when the niece was colouring in that page, she was making sure, first off, that she got, like, groups of markers, because I took up my box of 100 Crayola Super Tips, plus my Colours of the World, plus my Pipsqueak markers, so we'd have a bunch of markers. And so the first thing she did was arrange them into piles where every pile had the rainbow, like, making sure there was a colour for each colour of the rainbow. It was like, yep, you're related to me, child. And then there's one point that she was colouring in, she's like, we need glitter, Auntie. And I was like, we do need glitter, but Auntie didn't bring any glitter with her, but Auntie will bring glitter next time. Like, you're definitely related to me, child. I'm trying to get started. Sketchbook is out and pencils look all pretty, but I lack the motivation today. Who knows? Is it that you just haven't got an idea of what you want to sketch or draw, or just got the idea and just haven't got the spoons? Which is valid. You know, sometimes we just don't have the energy. I am deep in colour swatching and rearranging my new polychromos. Ooh, exciting. I actually do need to go through and rearrange my polychromos case. They've gotten so out of order, and I think I'm missing a pink. And I have no idea where it's gone, but I'm pretty sure it was like very close to being a nub, and I have a replacement for it. I just don't know which one is missing. So I just need to organise my pencil case a bit. They have an order, but then I'll pull out a bunch of them and then I just throw them back into the case because I'm like, oh, I'll sort it out later. And I've done that so many times that now everything's out of order. Okay, that tail already looks so much better being in the brighter ink. Just having that warmer undertone. Definitely no spoons today. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, hun. May you find the spoons and at the very least find a knife and a fork that will tide you over. Alright, so we'll clean up this one now. Now we don't have to use the brown red and we can actually use the bright red. Yeah, it's just getting to a point where I was getting really stuck with this page because I couldn't visualize it without having the orange for the fishies, and then I couldn't work on this one because I couldn't visualize it because the red was wrong. So it was like, alright, we have to do it. We have to order in the new red. And then we've got the new green, which we did dabble a little bit on the plants down the bottom. But still need to do a bit more green work. But again, I was just stuck. I just couldn't see where to go without this orange red. So I'm very glad it did come in. And now we can get back to it. The number order is all over the place, so I'm trying to go by colour, but some of the colours are in the wrong spot, so I've got to figure out where I want them. Yeah. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. I think right now my polys are in the website order, or whatever order they put their colour chart in. I know I did it with my Prismas, but I feel like I've also got to rearrange my Prismas again. I kind of just need to re-swatch all my stuff as well. I'd like to get all my swatches uniform. And I don't know if that means putting them, like, where's some swatches so I can show you. So I like having swatches like this, where they're in a card, and it means that, like, if I'm trying to match a color, I can put the card beside. So I like having this, but having all these loose little strips can get really annoying sometimes. And my strips are all different sizes for the pencils that I have swatched out. So it's like, I should make them all uniform so they all clip together and it would be handy. But then sometimes it's nice to see the full color range, because then you can see what you're missing, what you need to extend to. So it would be nice to also do in like A4 page and then put it together in a book or something. But to do all that is going to take time. But I should, because also once I like design it in Photoshop, I can just chuck it up in my Ko-fi and y'all can use it too. Because I would also change the color order around to what seems logical to me. But just because it's logical to me doesn't mean it's logical to anyone else. It's just another one of those things that one day I'll get the spoons to do it. I think I'm going to have to deal with a cardboard spork level day. Oh no. Hey, you can make a spork work as long as you don't go into negative spoons, and then tomorrow you're paying even worse. Do you guys find your Prismas break way more than normal? Is it just because the shipping issue? Maybe we're buying some online because New Zealand sucks. Yeah. I really hate ordering Prismas online. I ordered Prismas from an art shop and they just literally chucked them in the box. They put a rubber band around it. They didn't put any bubble wrap. They didn't put any form of protection. They just rubber banded them together and chucked them on top of a box with a bunch of glass paints that my mum was ordering at the same time. And when they arrived in, they were shattered. Like, absolutely shattered. And I contacted the store because I was like, I used the white, and just to test out the white, I went through 3/4 of the pencil because the core was just completely destroyed. I was like, this is useless. And they never got back to me. So I do try to at least wait till I go to a store with a town with a big art supply store, so I can at least get them individually and get them myself and know that they're going to be protected. That being said, I did order some from another site. I think it was the Ribbon Rose, and they actually really well protected the pencils, so that was good to know. But yeah, they are very soft, delicate pencils, so it doesn't matter who you're buying them from. But they are very temperamental pencils, and it also depends on your sharpener as well, because a lot of sharpeners will chew Prismas. You've got to be real careful. Yeah, it depends on the sharpener that I use. There we go. A straight blade sharpener dulls fast and chews pencils. Yeah, so usually with my Prismas, I usually have like a newer pencil sharpener and an older pencil sharpener, and I replace mine a lot. If I can't replace the blade in the pencil sharpener, I replace the whole pencil sharpener a lot, because I do a lot of colouring. But the slightly older one I will use for my polys, because they don't need as sharp a blade. But Prismas have to have a sharp blade. And when it feels like it's starting to chew a couple of them, then that becomes a new poly sharpener, and we get a new one for the Prismas. And it is actually time for me to get a new sharpener, because it's at that point again. Usually end up replacing it like every couple of months, and sometimes it's monthly. It depends how much I use the Prismas. Don't think I've used my Prismas enough to discover if they break all the time or not. I order black separately so far, but they've been fine because I've used a bit more of the black. Yeah, polys definitely are firmer and they will last longer because their cores are stronger. But because they've a harder pencil, you don't get that soft creaminess of Prismas. I got a Prisma sharpener, which is the only one I use, and I replaced the blade. Yeah, I unfortunately have not found a sharpener within New Zealand that is a price that I can justify that has replaceable blades. Because I have been looking. I would love to get an electronic sharpener, but I want one where I can replace the blades, and I haven't found one that isn't going to cost me like $200 plus $50 every time I want to buy replacement blades for it. It's been a while since I've done the research. Like every couple of months I'll be like, I wonder if sharpeners have gotten any different, and I'll just go around and have a look to see what sharpeners I can access. But yeah, that's why I basically use, like at the moment I've been using these Stadler ones. I don't know why I'm showing you on that cam. These I quite like. I like the little container of them. But this is my old one. No, the green one is the old one, the red one is the newer one, and this one is now getting to the point where I won't use it for prismas anymore. So I'll just grab another one of these. They work for the time. They last for a good couple of months as in terms of how long I can keep the blade sharp for. And they don't chew out my pencils, so I do like them. They're not the most, they're like $8 a sharpener, so they're not great, but if it gets me a few months, then I'm alright with it. But yeah, I do a lot of colouring, so I'm doing a lot of pencil sharpening. Yana, hello, how are you going today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's wonderful to see you over in YouTube's lands. New Zealand sucks so bad for art shopping. Trying to buy a new sketchbook is like buying the whole forest. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. We live at the bottom of the world essentially, so there's a lot more travel costs in our art supplies. But it does hurt. It does hurt some days. I got 10 blades for £5 off eBay. Just got any blades that were made in Germany and it works like new. Oh, okay. Actually, that's a good point. If I can find something that will take a generic blade, I may have some more options. I do agree with the made in Germany ones, though. They make good sharpeners. I might have to do another research deep dive. Not that we're spending money at the moment. We're in a complete spending ban. I have been far too naughty. We just need to not spend for a couple of weeks. As much as I'd like to, and believe me, there's a lot of stuff that I want to purchase right now. Oh my god. But it's like, nope. Thank you for bringing out the dual stream, Smalt. Very much appreciate it. Yes, I do stream to Twitch and YouTube, if you are not aware. So we are live on both platforms. So you may see me responding to chat that you don't see in your own platform's chat, but the chat directly below me on screen will combine both chats together, so you'll be able to see the YouTube chats and you can say hi to each other no matter what platform you're on. Hi Amy, kindly got a few days off from my part-time job to just chill, watch colouring videos. I have 2 whips to do backgrounds on and then move on. Heck yeah, Yana, that's wonderful. Oh, the knowledge that you've just got a couple of days to do nothing but colour is so wonderful and peaceful. I knew that yesterday, like I literally had nothing on the cards except colouring, and I was so looking forward to it because of such a busy weekend, and it was so good. I literally spent all of Monday colouring. I didn't do any housework, I didn't do any cleaning, I didn't do any dishes or organisation. I was like, nope, we've had non-stop for several days. You're feeling run down, you're feeling tired, you need a day of just rest. And so I did, and it was amazing, and I got so much colouring done. That's why I put on my Prisma sharpener. I wasn't going to spend £20 on a new Prisma sharpener when I could have 10 blades for a quarter of the price. I just make sure they're shame straight to fit it. Do you want Superpoint manual helical pencil sharpener? I use this pencil sharpener and I enjoy it. Okay, we have a specific. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, okay. That one is available locally. Hobbyland have that one. What I want to know, is it blades or is it spin chewers? Because I want one specifically with a blade that I can replace the blade. The super point sharpeners have a durable helical blade which sharpens pencils to a super fine point. Okay. I mean, that one is available at Hobbyland and it's not bad, so I'll keep that one open. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. It looks like I might have to do some sharpener research again. Because I would like to get one where either I just replace the blades, or ideally you don't need to replace the blades, but you do kind of have to eventually over time. Because it feels very wasteful. Like, I still would have one of these around for traveling, because you wouldn't take this big sharpener with you while you're traveling. But I don't need one when I'm working at the desk. Again, we just sharpen so much, so... Worked 4 days straight through Mother's Day yesterday, came home and dissolved. I work at a gourmet grocery and half the sitting for shopping for Mother's Day. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, I am glad you made it through and you now get to relax, because that's a lot. I used to be like that the few times I did work long days in the lab, back when I was allowed to work more hours. I'm now medically not allowed to work more hours, so it's kind of nice. I'm allowed to work 15 hours a week tops, but my doctor kind of recommended I stay around 10, which is what I do. I do 2 hours a day, and it's fantastic. I work from home. I just jump in at 4:30, do my work, jump out at 6:30. It's a good little shift. It suits me really well. I work for a medical lab, so they understand my health, and my manager is really cool when I do ring up and go, hey, it's a really bad pain day today. And yeah, just a good chill time. Usually put on an audiobook or be in a chat or something like that while I'm working. Some days are busier, but it is a very chill job. It works really well for me and my disability though, and I'm very grateful to have said job. And like, it's not much, but it does top up the disability payment from the government a little bit. Plus, it's also the sense of, like, independence and knowing that I'm still working a little bit. Like, some days I'm like, oh, I don't want to work today. I just want to keep streaming through, you know, because, like, obviously today's Tuesday, so I've finished work. I've got to go to work at 4:30, so, like, we have to finish stream with enough time for me to have a rest, have some food, and stuff like that. And some days it's like, oh, I could just keep streaming for hours and hours if I didn't have to work. But it is quite nice to have that little thing of like, nope, this is my little routine. 4:30 to 6:30 I go to work. My Prismas last a long time with that sharpener. Only the very tip breaks off because it makes the pencil super sharp. Oh, love that. I love a fine tip, especially in polys when I'm doing hair. Oh, apologies. We're just going to do a little stretch. Oh, we're a little sore today, but we're not too bad. I definitely can tell we're in the middle of the injection cycle when the pain starts flaring a little bit. Not bad though, just a little conscious of it. We'll just make sure we do some extra stretches today. Making sure we self-care. Right, we're still in frame. We are. Very happy I did get this ink though. As much as I was like, I shouldn't be purchasing, I'm very glad I did, because I definitely needed this bright red. Like, it's so much better with the warmer red. And it's even more noticeable in real life. Like, the camera does change the colours slightly. I try to colour balance as close as I can, but like, if you know Logi cameras, this thing about Logi Blue, about how it struggles with some blues and purples. So yeah, it is kind of changing a little bit of the colour in the blues. So you'll just have to trust me. It looks good. Just been distracted by my pizza, then a spontaneous tidy up of my desk. Nice. think I'm going to make a nice cup of chai tea. Oh, and Smalt has redeemed to hydrate and release the robot. Alright, we will continue to hydrate with our tea today. I have got just fruit tea here, just herbal tea. So it is hydration, it's just flavoured hydration, but it's still just water. And it's warm. And then the other thing, which I purposely charged in preparation, is the robot. So for those of you that have not met our robot, which is currently unnamed, and I kind of feel like maybe we need to name it, this is the robot. This is a electric back massager, and I use it a lot for my back, for my arthritis. But the thing about it is, when I use it, it turns my voice into a robot, so do not freak out. Your sound is absolutely fine. It's just my spine and back is being massaged so intensely, I now sound like a robot. Speaking of Granny Squad, when I was in Aussie, found the perfect pair of granny shoes to keep my feet warm when inside. Nice. Huxley. Oh, did I just bump it off? Whoa, you're claiming you're not charged. You were on charge for hours yesterday. What the actual hell? Yeah, no, I think it didn't actually charge. Okay. That's not good. Smalt, I'm going to refund your points because that was not a lot. That was not a lot. I'm going to have to look at that charging cord because that should have charged it. There you go, hun. There's your points back. Yeah, I really hope the battery's not going on it because I do. You should do the whole stream in that voice. That would be a lot of intense massaging on my back. I do about 5 minutes or so. I do eventually want to set up an actual timer for it so it's not just me, like me actually doing it for a set amount of time, like 5 minutes. But also, it depends on how much my back needs. But yeah, it's usually longer than that. Which is very, very rude. In fact, what I might do, since that's not going to work today, we're going to be smart and prepare for the fact that the back is probably going to hurt. It's around here somewhere. Nope. Oh, there's so many cords around here at the moment because I've been living at my desk. You don't need to be there. Did I put it over here? I didn't move this one to the bedroom. I know this was around here, but I did clean up. But I cleaned up in the sense that I just pushed shit to the side, and now it's like, where did I put stuff? There it is. It was under the dressing gown that I was using as a blankie. So I also have a electric hot water bottle that I brought from the op shop. It's honestly so good. But I've been also using it as a hottie, but I also use it as a back, like to keep heat on my back, which helps a lot with the arthritis. So since we don't have the massager available, we'll get this charged up. So this is like the little thing here, and it's got like a little plug that just pops in and it charges up, and then you get basically a hot water bottle that lasts quite a few hours, but I don't have to worry about, you know, a hot water bottle leaking and exploding everywhere and freaking me out. Yes, I will disable the robot. Thank you for that. That is good thinking. Channel point, individual, unleash the robot. Done. Thank you, Smalt. Much appreciated. It's a beautiful day on the creek. Windows are all open. Rain the next 2 days. Eesh. Had too much rain recently. I have not actually looked at the weather report, but I think it's meant to be still quite crisp and sunny, but still cold. It's been like that icy Christmas here. It feels like winter. It feels like we're heading into winter. We're not. We're still technically in autumn. Though we're not far away from winter, but it's definitely feeling more and more like winter. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that charger and see if I can find why it wasn't charging. It's just a standard, not like Samsung phone USB, micro USB, whatever they call it, USB-C. But it is like micro USB or something. So it is a standard charge plug. It's not an issue for me to find. So I just wonder if maybe the cord has gone, because I did have to hunt for a cord for it. And it's possible that, because that's the only device that takes that specific charger of all my things I've got. So it's possible that maybe the cord has got a little kink in it or something. I don't know. I'll have a look. See if I can get it charging later on. But yeah, if it's gone, I'm going to be very, very sad. Because, I mean, I have used it a lot. It's definitely had its money's worth. But I love the robot voice. And I love the fact that it also gives me a back massage. Alright, so I'm just going to twist this just so I can see where our fins are through the ink. Because that gold is very reflective and it can be a bit difficult to see. I just realised I've done this fin entirely different to the fins on the other one, because on the other one I started dark and went light, and I was going to do that, and I have not, but we can still make that work. We might just bring in some yellow to brush across the ends. Do, 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 do. Nope, that's going into the body, which is done in the browns. Actually, we can bring a bit of brown into this as well, that'll help. Just to say hello, Amy. I hope you're okay. I just got into bed, so I'll watch a bit until I go to sleep. Hello, Artsy Endo. I'm so glad you could join us. I hope you find sleep quickly. Apparently I'm good to fall asleep to. I don't know if you will or not. I hope I can help you sleep. That would be wonderful. But yes, I hope you find sleep soon. But I'm so glad you could pop in. Sleep is so important. I have not been sleeping enough lately, but I've been doing the naughty of like suddenly getting inspired by something at 9 p.m. and then the next thing I know it's 2 a.m. and I've been colouring for 5 hours. It's an addiction. It's such an addiction. Oh my goodness. I ended up rewatching the flip through smalt that I shared with you. Joseph Cadenbang put up a flip through on his YouTube channel of his new mythographic, Wild Summer, and I just went back and rewatched it as well, and I was like, oh, I'm trying so hard, but also I really want the book, but it's only just been released, and also even if I order it, I'm not getting it for a month. So part of me is like, but it's going to be a month before you get here, so you should order it. And then the other part of me is like, no, because you are trying to be logical and not spend right now. And also, like, it's going to take a month to get here, so it's not going to hurt you to wait, you know, another week or two until you finish off paying what you need to pay. Just realised what I could spend some of my birthday money from Mum on. Some more nice teas from shops. Yes. Now it's getting closer to winter. I'm feeling a hankering for more spicy, heartwarming teas. Yes. I love, and I've realised that they let you order directly off their site as well. I've always ordered it off Modi Ape, but they actually have on their site, and they have, so Teetotal. Teetotal is one of my favorites. They have so many, but also they have a ton of samples on here. I feel like we've talked about this before, Chai, when we've been talking about loose leaf teas, but you can buy sample bags. Yeah. So this one here is my absolute favorite tea in the whole world. I love berry peach crumble. But yeah, I noticed they have a 500 gram bag of it, and I'm like, ooh, because I can get the tin, but I don't need the tin because I already have the tin. And they do 100 gram refill bags, which is like, okay, cool. So I can just get a refill bag, but also then they do a 500 gram refill bag, and it's like, well, I drink a lot of this tea, but also I try to be really careful drinking this tea because it's so special to me to be able to get this tea. And then the fact that they have so many samples as well, it's like, oh, I can actually try some of the other flavors. So many flavors. Because I am very fussy with certain types of tea. Like, I really do only like certain types, so. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, I might need to do a little order. Holy heck, how's it been an hour already? Swear to God, the time flies by. But yes, we're getting the alert that it's been nearly an hour, which means it's time for us to put down the brushes and do some self-care. So for those that aren't aware, every hour we do stop and we take a 3-minute break. This does line up with Twitch's hourly ads. So for those of you on Twitch who may go to Adland, I do apologise and thank you so much for your service. But we are going to put down the brushes and we are going to take a little bit of a break here while we do some self-care. I am going to be wiggling for mine. Get my wiggles on, stretch out my back, also put this heat pack in place. So yeah, how can you self-care this hour? Do you need to grab a cup of tea? Do you need a drink? Do you need a snack? Do you need to put washing in or get it out of the machine? Do you need to get some medication? Do you need to put some dishes on? My local tea shop does a tea taste Tuesday. Oh, that sounds so good. I love when people do like samples and stuff of tea, because again, I am very fussy with my teas. I do only like certain teas, and so it's like I don't want to buy a big box or a big thing of tea if I'm not going to like it. But if you let me get a sample and I like it, I'm going to buy a lot of it because it's a tea I like. But yeah, I am very much someone who likes fruit teas. I don't mind a black tea. I don't like green tea, and I don't like florally teas. Right, this is a bit hard to get in place with the full length. The full length. But yeah, for anyone wondering about the tea that we are talking about, it's this one here. It's so good. But yeah, it also comes in little bags, which I thought was cool. Like, you can get the, so I don't have to get out my strainer, but I do also have an infuser. But yeah, you can see there's no actual tea in this one. It is just fruit pieces. But I love it. I really love it. I also love it cold in summer. It's a good summer tea as well. But they do a lot of fruit teas. I've had Otago summer fruits. I prefer the peach berry crumble. I have had the ginger lemon kiss, but I wasn't a fan of the lemon. I haven't had Grand's berry garden, and this mulled spice wine sounds amazing. This peach rose sweet sundae is okay. Not a huge fan of apricot, but that apricot fruit peach could be alright. This orange passion sounds like it could be a good, like, orange alternative one. But yeah, there's a lot of really interesting ones, and these are just the fruit teas. This is not like all the teas. Translation from Dio. Amy likes trail mix soup. I do. I mean, we all know soup is one of my favourite foods, so it makes sense that I like soup for tea as well. You get in place. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're going to have to do it this way. I love this full length blanket hoodie, but it actually does not want to let me put my little heat pack in place, so I'm just going to have to hold it and then put it against. What is the tea shop's name? So the one that I'm talking about is Teetotal. Oh, let me put it here. So that's the site that I'm talking about. This is a New Zealand site. I don't know about overseas shipping, depending where you're based, Patricia, but it's lovely to see you. Alright, we've got about 40 seconds remaining on our stretches. And there we go. Thank you for bearing with us while we did our self-care check-in. I hope you checked in with yourself and you did do a little bit of self-care and you found what you needed. That'll be why I can't move my chair. Oh, blankets. You can go to the side right now. I don't need you on me. Alright. So, now we've got our first layer of red in. So, let's get out our browns. Let's get back to this lion. So, this one is transparent burnt sienna. We were also using a bit of burnt umber. And somewhere around here is my little brush. Here's my tiny brush. And we need some water. Right, now we can get back to our lion, because I feel like I can work it now. So yeah, we've still got to finish off the lion, and then once the lion's finished off, we've got all the little fishies to do, a little bit of plants, and then the water bubbles, and this page will be done. Like, depending how fast I work, like, if a miracle happens, we could finish this today. Likelihood, very minimal, but in theory we could. And likelihood, probably not. Probably got at least another stream. Because there's a lot of bubbles in here as well. Speaking of colouring, I'm very intrigued by your Stardew Valley colouring book too. Yes, it's a very cute colouring book. There's not many pages in it, but it is a very cute small colouring book and really simple, cute. I know I said cute like a bunch, but it is really cute. There is actually a flip through on my YouTube channel. Give me 2 ticks because it wasn't that long ago, so it's an easy one to find. There you go, chat. That is the Stardew Valley flip through. Also, thank you for sharing pencil butter. I am super duper excited, and if you see that heart in chat, please do me a favor and follow pencil butter. We've been waiting literal years for PB. It feels like literal years. It may have been a year. Waiting for PB to get sorted with some internet and some stuff. But PB is going to be back. In fact, PB is going to be back today is the plan. Later on today, PB is planning to come back to streaming. And I am so excited. Pencil Butter does feature in our little slideshow that I do on the break screen. Amazing artist, expert in markers. So if you've ever wanted to learn about Copic markers or alcohol markers in general and techniques using them, fully recommend checking out PB. We will be raiding into PB because I believe in about an hour PB will be going live. But we'll still be working on this for a little bit, but once I'm done for the day, we will be raiding over to PB. Because I am so excited. And honestly, if my hands play up too badly today and I need to end early, I'm not even going to be mad. Because it'll be like, BB! I really hope that everything happens. And she can go live today. I don't have a lot to do. I could finish this in like an hour. 4 hours later, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Look, the art will take as long as the art takes. It's not a rush. That is water bubbles, Amy. That does not need brown. I think I might pull out some black and make like a bit of a darker brown though, just to darken up some areas. Because even this burnt sienna, it's not quite dark enough for what I want. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, I think I need a bigger brush. I know. Miracles will never cease. Yeah, no, you're too big. We're not that confident. Maybe this one? Nah, it's too small. You're a happy medium. Smalt, are you proud? Are you proud? We're using a big brush. I'm a big girl now. I'm using a big brush. I have a thing about big brushes. I always use tiny brushes. I've been upping the size of my brushes though, because it is definitely more effective for certain things. And I understand, but I also really like using little brushes. But sometimes you need a big brush. Sometimes. Not all the time. So proud. And what I might do, because I've got this yellow out, we'll add a bit of yellow to this brown. We'll use this like a little bit of a highlight area. Do need though to pick some of this up, so I don't need quite that much. Stay in place. Kind of hard to put my brushes behind my ears at the moment with the glasses. The side is so close to breaking off. Fine, we'll just hold it. In fact, I was going to give the optometrist a call and just be like, hey, any update on my glasses? Just to see if I can get any estimate, because my goodness, do we need those glasses. Should be this week though, so I just need to chase up with them and be like, are they here yet? Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Except I don't want to be that arsehole customer, but also I kind of need to be that arsehole customer because again the glasses are literally falling apart. Hot glue and sellotape is just holding these puppies together. So we're gonna just, while it's slightly damp but not soaking wet, we will just stipple some darker in, let it fade out a bit just to give that sort of scaly texture. And I think on the other one I also used some white to really highlight, so I might do the same again here too, because I'm pretty sure I did use some white up there too, even though my white ink is running very low. Oh gosh, where's my, oh no, I did get it. Oh, that hurt my hands. Don't need much white. Oh no, you're a bubble. I don't know what they're doing out there today. It sounds like they're doing a bunch of drilling or something next door to me. Or they've got some sort of pump going. Joys of living around the center of town. And we will use a little bit of our black, which has no label, because the label fell off this one. Okay, no, you need the help. And we just really need the tiniest dot of black, because this goes pretty far. Honestly, this $2 tool, there's a reason it lives with my inks. So handy. If you've got bad hands like me, and you need to consistently open up inks, very handy thing to have near your inks. And a bit of contrast, because we love contrast. Do, 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 do. Just watched the whole video of the flipper and agree. The Moonlight Jellies Festival is absolutely gorgeous. Also liked and left a comment on the video too. Thank you so much, Chai. That definitely helps with the algorithm. But also, I'm glad you liked it. It's such a cute book. Yeah, I did start on the page. I have done some of the sky background, and I think I was starting on the water. It's not one of the many, many pages that I have started this month. I am finishing off more and more of this month's ones that I've already started. Like, I've done a lot already this month. I've been bouncing between so many pages, but I've gotten so many pages done. It's going to be a massive completed pages video again this month if I keep going like this. Because I think we're already at 16 completed pages, and there's like 4 that are very close to being finished. Like literally if I sit down tonight and have a like massive night of colouring and just like churn through them, I could finish off all 4 of them, because a lot of them really have very little left. I do have some more complicated pages and stuff that will take a little bit more time, but also it's like, it'll be what it'll be, and I've been really enjoying the colouring this month, so. And obviously have needed to colour a bit because of how much I have been churning out this month. Oh, we've got a hydrate and a stretch. Thank you so much, Smalt. We will definitely do some hydration. We'll keep working on our tea. We're back on the peach with mango twist, according to the tea labels, because I do put 2 tea bags in my cup of tea. I like a really strong cup of tea. Sweet as brew. Time to party. Although that is starting to get low, so might be time to make a new cup soon. Ooh. Oh. And a good stretch. And it is close enough to 11:30 that I'm going to call it 11:30 and find where my meds are and just quickly take some meds. They may not be here. I might have moved them off there because I took them with me the other day. My anxiety meds are still here, but my painkillers are not. 2 seconds. one thing about my apartment. I have little stashes of medication everywhere. So, like, if there's not medication on the desk, there's some beside the bed. There's usually some in a bag that I've been travelling with. Plus, there's the main bag. But I tend to keep little bits of it around all over the place because it's just easier. And I haven't actually had my Voltaren today, so we'll also take that one. And it's the last one on this sheet, so I can get rid of that sheet. Which means I need to put another sheet into that little pile as well. Captioning tries. It really tries. Alright, so 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Cool, right in the middle of nap time. It's okay, I'll wake up at 4 if I end up taking a nap. I usually end up waking up at 4. And I'll just know that we can take our meds. Oops, I've missed a whole fin over here. Good job, Amy. It's not like that's not a part of the body that also needs to be done. No. It's fine. We'll get it sorted now. So yeah, I don't have a lot of things planned. There's maybe something planned for Friday night. Whoops. I know on Thursday I've got to seeing my mum's. I'm going up to my mum's and we're doing a few bits and pieces. So that knocks out most of Thursday day, and Thursday night I believe is D&D. Tomorrow though is a good free day, and honestly I have so many bits and pieces I need to do. I need to actually sit down and photograph all the pages that I've completed and queue up a ton of posts on social media, so that might be what tomorrow's job is. And then, of course, Friday day is our stream, where we will probably be finishing this off. Again, likelihood of finishing it today is very slim. There's a possibility, but it's very unlikely. Just because this is a sort of thing that's fun to just keep picking at and playing at and building up the tones, and you just kind of keep adding to it. And then, yeah, somewhere in there too. Hopefully we'll be picking up new glasses. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to ring the store right now. Just be like, I'm so glad, like, for those that remember the days where I had all those internet issues and we had so many streams that were literally me on hold with the internet company. I'm so glad I don't need to do that anymore. All because they chose to cap my internet for some reason, even though they weren't meant to. Enjoy your lurk chai, enjoy your lurk cookie. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Frog in the throat. Okie dokie. Right, so let's take this red burnt sienna, tiny bit of black, which is probably going to make something close to the burnt umber. In fact, burnt sienna is 101. Yeah, transparent burnt umber is transparent burnt sienna with the black. Things I have learned since I now understand the pigmentation codes. Because transparent burnt umber is PR 101, which is what transparent burnt sienna is, with PBK 7, which is what carbon black is. So literally this is just this mixed with black, which is what I just made on the board. Cool. So I don't even need to make it, I literally just need to pull out some more burnt umber. But hey, at least we know how to shape this easily. Honestly, Smelt, you teaching me about how to read the pigments on these? So handy. Because I did not realize. Have I already used up all that burnt umber? Wow. Good job, Amy. Should have pulled out much more than that single drop. Do, 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 do. Okay. So now let's get some light into that tail fin. And then I think we're good to call the hippocampus done, except for a bit of the hair, which I'll come back to. Ah. You too! Hello! Love when I catch your live streams. Happy colouring. Thank you so much. Welcome in. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are working on a double page spread from Mythomorphia today of a Leocampus and a Hippocampus. So we're just doing a bit of work on our lion friend here. And we're using Liquitex Acrylic Inks. And I'm just going to playing around and trying to make a colour here. Marcia Colours, hello as well. It's been a minute. Yes, I did end up taking a almost 2-month break from live streaming, just to do some, you know, mental health care for myself. But we've been back for about a week and a half. I've missed it. I've missed live streaming and I've missed y'all. So it's really lovely to be back and having fun live streaming again and working on some colouring pages. How are you going? It's lovely to see you. I hope life is treating you well. We need a little bit more white in there. Not a lot, just a little bit. That made almost no difference because I think I mostly just pushed out air bubbles. Whoa. Alright, hopefully that wasn't just too much. Perfect. And we'll scoop a bunch of that to the side and add a little bit of water so we can have a watered down version for blending out. Now we can start lightening up this edge a bit. Yeah, I'm really glad to be back. I really did miss live streaming, but I also really did need that mental health break, you know? And it's good to take a break sometimes. It's good to sort of step away from social media and just do what you need to do for yourself. And so that's what I did, but also really glad to be back. I've missed it. I miss hanging out with y'all, and like, I get a lot of requests on YouTube to do specific video tutorials, and I want to do them, but I actually really struggle with recording video tutorials. I find it much easier to do a live, because I think it's the interaction and the feedback immediately, so that if I'm not explaining something, I can clarify it. Whereas if I'm trying to sit down and like actually record something, it's like, how do I actually explain this process? I don't think about the process, I just do it. And then it works, and if it doesn't work, we just find a way to fix it. Which isn't the greatest way to do video tutorials, because it's like, we're just throwing stuff at a page and hoping it works. Cool, it worked. Methinks Amazon sent me some counterfeits. These are water soluble. Oh, that's not good. That's your polychromos that you've been swatching and testing out on, I'm presuming. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the counterfeits on Amazon, which, again, because I don't do a lot of Amazon because it's not in New Zealand, closest is Australia. But yeah, it would make me so nervous to order pencils off Amazon for that reason. It's so guttering though. Can you return it? I noticed the fonts on the pencils is different, but you figured, you know, my older polys are older, but I'm noticing these are a smidge different. Yeah, because I've got... Where are my polys? No idea. I've got older polys and I've got newer polys, but I order all mine through the art store, so I've never had an issue with fakes, but I also don't... I only order them through the art stores because that's the only place in New Zealand I can order them from. Can you grab one of your newer polys? I absolutely can. Any specific colour? So these here are my spare polys. I actually got to put the polys that I got gifted into here eventually anyway, so... But yeah, these are all my backup polys, because again, I use a lot of polychromos, so... but even in here, I've got some older ones. Purple Violet. Lolo Frosty, hello. Maybe one with a barcode, like that one. We're just grabbing the pencils out for the second so that Smolk can look at Polychromos pencils, because possibly has received some fakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my art cam full screen. Top cam, that one. This is my setup for recording on YouTube, so we'll get rid of everything and just make me full screen, so that you can see really, really clearly. Hold still. I'll do my absolute best. I don't know if I need to hold this side or the other side. Gotta love the delay as well. Sorry, I do have very shaky hands, as you can see. Can I see the brain side, please? Absolutely, that's what I was waiting for. Alright, this is going to be awful with the glare. In fact, I might just move that out of the way. Might help a little bit. Alright. And then there's also the colour name side, so let me know when I'm good to turn. How are you, Lolo? It's lovely to see you again. Colour name side. Done. Oh. Probably not the clearest because of the gold writing. Again, also send you a bunch of photos later on if that helps too, hun. I might be able to get the details better in a photo. But yes, we are working on a page from Mythomorphia today. We are working with acrylic inks, but like I said, we're just taking a little break to do this so that Smolk can check out this and hopefully determine if her pencils are... Send me one photo. So the barcode and the shiny sides are clear. The name's too shiny. Yeah, I did wonder about that. Ooh. I'll do that for you right now while I remember. It's going to be on a glittery pencil case. There we go. If I put you there. That might be about the best I can do, but hopefully it will work. Smolk, there you are. Actually, if I put it down there, I might even get a clearer photo. Nope. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. Let me know if those work for you, hun. Fingers crossed. I got some markers, pencils, markers, and some gel sticks. I've not worked with gel sticks before. I had a fun birthday this past Saturday. Heck yeah. I love that. I haven't done a lot with gel sticks. I have got one set of like these metallic gel sticks. So technically paint pens, paint sticks for kids, but they're quite fun for a background. But I see a lot of people do really cool stuff with them. The made in Germany looks like the new ones, but I can't tell if my font is same for the color name. Fingers crossed. If you have like a specific color that you want me to try coloring with and seeing if I can activate it with water, and then we can know. I mean, they're not water soluble though. It's so weird that they're dissolving in water. They're not Albert Durers. So yeah, this is what we've been working on. This Hippocampus and Leocampus double page spread. So this is the Hippocampus, and we're just working on adding in some highlights to the fins. Just bringing out the edges of these fins. And then this colour that I've made for the fins, we'll dump a bunch more yellow into and white, and then we'll be able to start on our fishies. Maybe we'll even chuck in some raw sienna or something. I don't know, we're just kind of playing here. I have pencil 226 Azalean Crimson and 149 Bluish Turquoise. Okie dokie. I definitely have those colours. Give me a second to get this part all sorted, because we are about to go into an ad break, so I'll just pull that out for the ad break and we'll play around with that on the ads and see if we can figure it out. My old one is kind of moving underwater, but the new ones are just releasing more pigment, and I'm just swatching on copy paper. Okie dokie. I'm pretty sure I've got some copy paper around here. If not, I've got like a really cheap sketchbook, which the paper is essentially copy paper. So, not an issue. And of course, I've of course got water around here right now, so that's easy peasy. I really hope they're not fakes. Like, it's so sad if they are. But also, like, can you contact Amazon if they are counterfeit and be like, especially if, like, we can say, you know, we've tested them against actual ones that aren't counterfeit. Will they give you a refund or something? No idea. Fingers crossed. Oh, I'm still on filming for YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Artsy Endo. Thank you so, so much. I entirely did not notice. I mean, it's at least the art cam was still going. Could have been not. But yes, thank you. Oh. All right, we are getting the hourly warning where we are dropping our paintbrush for 3 minutes and stretching. So I will take this opportunity to get those pencils out, grab the paper, and we'll do a quick little swatch check for smalt to see, fingers crossed, that if we can figure out if these pencils are counterfeits. No, I'm more than happy to. I'm really gutted that they may be counterfeits for you. Like, that is absolutely disheartening. And if we can figure it out and give you, like, actual evidence to go to Amazon with, and then hopefully you'll get a refund, because that's not good enough. Like, and also, as well, if they're counterfeit and people buy them as their first polychromos pencils and they get them and they're like, oh, what's the point of these? Like, it's sad. So, yeah. More than happy to. Also, a test dark indigo? Absolutely. Let me just find some copy paper. You know what? I got some right here. I'm sure I've got some right here. Ooh, this is all my random papers. You're a bit thicker than Copier. Watercolor. 110 GSM, so you're slightly thicker, but you're pretty close to copy paper. Copy paper is usually 80 GSM, but it's got the same sort of texture. That'll work. It essentially is copy paper, this stuff, so 157. No worries. So dark indigo and dark indigo is easy because I usually grab that a lot. And Celine Krishna and blue turquoise. It's helio turquoise, Prussian blue, cobalt turquoise, bluish turquoise, and Azelian crimson, which I believe is that one. Ha ha ha. Alright, so am I doing like, I'll just do a dark to light, I mean heavy to light pressure. So it's quite nice to actually pull out the pencils. So there's our crimson, bluish turquoise, gorgeous colours. And dark indigo, which this in itself, nice colour palette. This will make a good little palette for a page. Ooh, right, just plain water and a bit of a brush. I'll even use my big brush in honour of you, Smalt. We'll just also do a quick wiggle because we've still got a self-care. Alright. So this is my clean water. I've got my dirty water, but we will use the clean water because we want to make sure we get no pigment. There is glitter in here. If you see anything floating in here, these little flakes of glitter from when I was working last night. Clean brush. So there's a little bit of loose pigment on top that is pushing around, but I wouldn't call them water soluble. You can see that there's a little bit of loose dust that's getting moved about, but they're not melting. Like if I do a heavier one, that's what's moving around, that little bit of pencil dust, but they're not really activating. I bought some poly open stock years ago to see if I liked them, and the whole set was on my to buy, and those are some of the colours that called to me. Ah! Yeah, it's like I started buying pencil by pencil to see what I liked, and yeah, I built up my set pencil by pencil, so I didn't buy the full 120 set. I just topped up as I went through. Alright, we are back from Adland. Thank you for those of you on Twitch that went to Adland. I forgot to do your little self-care check-in, so hopefully by now you all know the routine and you did do a little bit of a check-in. But yeah, we did. So you can see the Azale Crimson hasn't melted at all, and then the other two are just picking up a little bit of the dust, but the actual pencil that I've scribbled on hasn't melted, hasn't gone soluble. I don't know if that helps or not, hun. Okay. All good. If you want a photo of this as well for, I don't know, as part of your proof package to Amazon, yeah, let me know. I can send you a photo and you can be like, here's Tess with actual polys. Give me my money back. Get rid of these fake products. Put away the polys, even though they're not in the right order. Such a shame. I really hope that it gets sorted. Because, yeah, like, nothing worse. Like, there's a bunch of people that I've seen in different colouring groups who are like, I got Prismas, but are these fake? And then they show swatches of them and they're so scratchy and awful, and it's like, yeah, no, they don't even match the colours. Like, they're a bad fake. But there are some good fakes out there now too, which is even worse, because then it's like, maybe they're fake, and then you add into that like the quality of the Prismas going down too. It's a shame. Alright, so I still have a little bit of here left to do, which is pulling out the browns, but I want to take this orangey red that we've made and keep building into this while it's still wet, because this is going to be the base for our fishies. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do and actually make a bit of colour here. So we're going to add in a ton more yellow, not gold. And we're going to add in a little bit of raw sienna. My old 157 is kind of melting, but I know it's legit because Dick Blick wouldn't sell me fakes. Yeah, I know I can make the polys melt by using mediums. Like alcohol markers makes the polys definitely melt, which can be a fun technique to try on pages too, but yeah. Hello, King. How are you going? It's wonderful to see you again. We've made so much ink here. Alright. Almost need... Actually, where'd that sheet go? We'll just borrow the bottom of this for a little test. I need more yellow and white in there. And the white's getting to be a real issue. We also don't want my hair in there. I do need to get another yellow, because this cadmium yellow light hue isn't quite cutting it, but it will work for this piece. But next on the list for inks is a proper purple and a new yellow. This is so much ink. I would normally never make this much ink all at once because it's such a waste. But I also need all the ink in place because we're making a custom colour. So now I have to hope I've made enough to do all the fishies, and we have to do all the fishies. And then we need a section off to the side, which we're going to darken just ever so slightly, just so we have a bit of a shadow tone. We can make more of that as needed. Last thing, do you have a fresh new poly that you haven't sharpened? Absolutely I do. Stay. Stay. Need to go take care of a couple of things. Paige looks wonderful, Amy. Nice to have you hang out with you for a bit. Love your streams. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Good luck with all the things. May they all be successful. These are all unsharpened polys. Smoked. This is how they came to me from the store. So you can see, like on this one, we've got a little chunk missing out of the tip. But generally speaking, they've got a good amount of sharpness. Could you see, so I can see the texture? Absolutely. Catch you next time. Heck yeah, we'll be back on Friday, which is Thursday for a lot of people. We're just helping Smalt out because Smalt may have received some counterfeit polychromos pencils. So we've also been doing a little bit of investigation into the polys just to confirm, because I happen to have a ton of spare polys. Because again, I do use them. I do need to go through my case and actually pull out all my tinies because I've got so many tinies in there. Alright, let's get on to these fishies. How are you, King? It's always wonderful to see you again. I'm so glad you could pop in. Hope life is going well today. Oop. Forgot to put some of the red into the brown when I started shading with it, so quickly add that in. Okay, everything about the look of my packaging pencils reading is legit, but why are they activating with water? Yeah, I mean, the only thing you could do is send pictures of it to Faber-Castell themselves and say, hey, could you explain why my pencils are doing this? I'm just trying to determine if they're fake. They are pretty good about answering questions like that. So, and of course, if they are counterfeit, they're going to want to know as well. Alright, I need a little bit more white. Really got to get some more white ink. But I also need a paler version so we can do highlights. Fishy, fishy, fishy. There are so many fishies. Yes, we're going to be uninventive and just do all the fishies the same. But also, there's a lot of fishies. And, you know, choose your battles. Fantail has been flying around inside the house. So concerned, but it's going good nonetheless. I love fantails. They're so pretty. There's actually a bit of spiritual meaning behind fantails too in Māori folklore too, isn't there? I can't remember what they mean, but there is a meaning behind fantails. I gotta look this up now. Because, you know, we haven't been distracted a billion times in streams already today. Why not? This happens often. Fantail Māori meaning. Oh, yes. They're responsible for the presence of death in the world. That's not a cool a cool one. Death or pregnancy. Ah. I didn't know it was pregnancy. I was like, I knew they meant something. And I had heard the deaf one before. I didn't know pregnancy. That's cool. Yeah, it doesn't mean necessarily that, like, you have to put stock in it, but I just do like the, there is like a legend behind it and why they're associated with it, and that is a really cool legend. A lot of the Māori legends are really neat in terms of like the stories and stuff. I did find, and I am debating, even though I have been talking on stream about me not being on not a spending spree, however I have got time. I did find a Matariki colouring and activity book, and it actually goes through a lot of the legend of Matariki and the characters involved with the story and the meaning behind Matariki. It looks really cool. It's definitely a kids activity book, but I thought it would be a really neat one to do on stream for Matariki, because Matariki is on a Friday this year, which means I won't have work, which means I can do an extra long stream, and it would be quite cool to do a little bit about it, even just go through the colouring book and maybe a couple of the activities or something, and then like maybe colour something involving the stars or like a galaxy or something about stars. Could be a really fun, cool stream, and share a little bit of, you know, a little bit of Aotearoa with you all. And then, as I said, the festival around here, they usually put on the what's it called? They put on like a lights display. I mean, this will only be the second year they've done it, but I know they were, like, it was a huge success last year, so they were going to do it again this year. So, and because it'll be just below me, I can put you onto mobile and take you for a walk, and we can go check out all the lights too. Despite their supposed meaning in Māori law, I still really love fantails, and like, I don't take it as a sign. It's the same with tarot cards and wow, I'm mind blanking today. Oracle cards. I find them fun. I love the artwork on them, and yes, I do know how to read them, and I do readings in them, but I use them as a way to focus what's already there. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna revolve my life around what cards I draw, you know. I do like drawing the cards. I really love the artwork. Been looking at tarot sets again too. It's like, no, Amy, no. So much window browsing. Am I off frame? Almost. But the artwork is just gorgeous in them. One of these days I will set up, I know I've set up an Oracle card redeem, and I will set up a tarot redeem. It will be a lot more though, because the tarot is a lot more in depth, but it will probably be a free card drawing. Whereas the oracles, we just draw one. I suppose I could do the tarot with just one. There is a difference between the two of them, but the oracles are a little bit easier, and I'm more experienced in the oracle cards than the tarot cards. Would be a way for me to keep practicing my tarot card reading, so. PB just went live. Yes. Yay. Everyone who can go in and say hi. Can we shout out PB again? I don't know. I think it's been over an hour. Yeah, some do take it as a family member visiting, which is cute as well. Yes, PB said that she was going to try and go live today, and heck yes. If anyone is hanging over there too, please say hi from me. We will be raiding over to PB once we're done with stream today. I'm so excited she's back. And if I was able to have a stream up while I was streaming without my audio also being picked up, I would be there lurking. But I'm not fancy enough to do that yet. Oh, that festival sounds so fun, Amy. And your yellowfish adds so much beautiful contrast. Thank you so much. Matariki is a really beautiful holiday. So it is, the easiest way to explain it is Māori New Year, but it's not Māori New Year. There's a little bit more to it, but that's kind of the easiest way to explain it. But it is to do with the stars, and when a certain star constellation is visible, and it was used as part of the planting cycle. So that's why the local council is putting on this festival of lights, where they put up a bunch of light installations, because it's all about the stars and light, and it's really beautiful. Last year they did it, and it was so good. There's so many people around my apartment, because of course I'm based in the centre of town, which is where they put the installation. And it was so cool. But unfortunately last year I was in quite a bit of a pain day, because I was going to stream right through and take you all on a tour of it. But I wasn't physically able to last year. But this year it also lines up with my injection cycle, I believe. So the only thing I'll need to do is get a better mount for my phone to put on my walking frame, so that I can show y'all. And then make sure I can do the dual stream, where I send what I'm streaming from my phone to the computer. But yeah, like our little fishies. So we'll avoid the big spiky fish. We looked them up the other day. The spiky boys. I can't remember their name. Sorry, I'm having one of those, like, my mind has gone blank and words are very hard at the moment. My brain is just like, what even are words? You don't need words. You're not streaming on the internet and need to be talking and communicating with people. It's fine. Lionfish, thank you, Smolt. Smolt, have I told you how awesome you are today? If I have, I'm going to tell you again that you're awesome. I very much appreciate you. Happy, happy, joy, joy. 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 Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. Doodle-doo-doo. Hey, Perfection. How you going today, hun? It's wonderful to see you again. Sorry, the audio sounds will be a little iffy today because it was another I can't do headphones day. So you do get a little bit of bad audio through the speakers because it will pick up on the mic through my speakers, but also some days I just can't stand headphones, and today was one of those days. I was a little worried I hadn't actually made enough of this yellow, but I think I might have made too much of this yellow. But that's okay. I'd rather have too much and just waste some, as much as I don't like wasting art supplies. Because we just need to make sure we get all the fishies. Alright, we have a different style of fish there. We might leave that one because we can put some like green into there or something. Bring the green around a few more places. You just want to make sure we get all these little triangle fishies. And then I'm going to have to go back and add in all their little eyes and stuff. But I might just do that with a Posca. Just do a little dot. Pull out like the brown Posca or something. Not black. Black will be too intense, but brown could work. Oh, I did not know that element of it, King. I am not very good at my, like, I've read some legends, but I'm not very good at my Māori lore, which is another reason why I also wanted to get this Matariki colouring book, because I was like, well, it explains the lore of it, so I'd like to learn the lore. I really do like learning about the folk legends and the lore of the different Māori legends, because they're really fascinating. But yeah, I did see that, oh gosh, let's see if I can pronounce this name right. Tawhiri Matia? Tawhiri Matia? Maybe. My Māori is also not very good, which is why I did sign up to take te reo lessons, and then I had to withdraw because of the health. So, yeah. Oh, interesting. I'm okay. I have a cold, but feeling a little better. Yeah, I'm sorry that you've had a cold. But definitely lots of bed rest. Bed rest is very important when you're unwell. Sometimes I feel like our body runs us down to just force us to have a rest day. Because rest days are important. According to my emails, my older polys are from 2015, and I did buy them from Blick. I will email Faber-Castell later. Fingers crossed for you, Smolt. Fingers crossed. good? Yes. I find it, like, when I did learn Te Reo, I did, like, the little bits I did learn, did really help with my pronunciation, because I did, like, learn a couple of things before I had to withdraw. But what I found most fascinating as well is that there are regional dialects of Māori even in our small country. So for Taranaki, we have a guttural stop on the H for our Māori. So whare, which is a meeting house, whare is how most places would pronounce it, but in the Taranaki dialect you should say whaare. You should have like a guttural stop on the H. And like whakapapa is for akapapa, which is just like a little interesting thing. It's like, cool. Yep, let's make this even more difficult for me to learn. But it's not like, I do like the fact that a lot of like the pronunciation as you view it, it is quite straightforward. So I do find it easier with the pronunciation side, which is quite handy. So yeah, for Māori, basically, if you see a macron, it just means extend out the vowel a little longer. Yeah, I'm not the best, but I am trying, and I would like to learn Māori. As I said, I did sign up for a class for it, and then because of my health, I wasn't able to attend. So I really would like to learn Te Reo at some point, but mobilizing to a class is a bit of an issue. So I really wish Duolingo would do it. I did, there was another app that I was learning a little bit through for a while there as well, but it wasn't as easy as Duolingo. Been watching your YouTube videos from the beginning because it was next in the list to binge watch. Aww, thank you. Are you meaning like my 2016 videos way back in the day, or the 2022-23 reboot? But yeah, there's a lot of content to watch on my YouTube channel, because I did have a couple of years there where I was doing my original art with my old setup back in the old rooms, and I still do much of the hobo setup, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. But then yeah, as I started doing markets list and then returning to work, and then time got away from me and we were doing less and less art, and then we got sick, and then I just couldn't do art for a while, and I was very, very sad. And then I found colouring, and then I really fell in love with colouring, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to start streaming again, and I'm going to stream colouring. And then I was like, you know what, I'm really enjoying streaming colouring, and there's all these colouring YouTubes, so I had a YouTube, I should do colouring YouTube. And then we're here today. I love it though. Like, even though I am doing more and more original art again now, and I am trying to do more and more original art, I still love colouring, and I think I will be still colouring primarily over doing my own art. I enjoy it every once in a while, but my favourite part of art is the colouring. It's not the sketching. I don't really care that much about drawing. I like colouring. I like colour. So colouring books just fills my creative needs so perfectly. But there are days that I do want to sketch, you know? So it's good on those days. It's like, yes, I will draw this. And then, of course, I can colour in my own things as well, which is fun as well. 2016, oh my god, you're going back to the old videos. I did contemplate, like, unlisting a bunch of them too. But it's kind of fun for posterity to have them all up. Alright, how many more fishies do we have on this page? Couple more. And there's also a couple pieces of hair stuck in the gesso that I didn't notice when I did the gesso. So they're now permanently worked into the artwork. Can't be helped. Little friend down here. Little friend down here. Friend over here. Nope, that's all seaweed in the splitter. And that's our last little one there. So we will just do our shading and highlights, and then all the fishies on this page should be done. We will of course double check, because the last thing I want to do is go, yeah, they're all done, and then move on to the next one and be like, cool, we're done. Let the colour dry out, and then be like, oh crud, I missed one. I mean, I'm sure I could kind of match the colour, but it wouldn't be exact. It's just easier to do it all now while we've got the colour out. It is time, everyone. It's time for me to clean thy room, because I perhaps may not have kept true to myself. Colouring will be a forever hobby, and I love seeing people's pages, but my Amazon list keeps growing because I'm very low by now. I mean, it sounds like an Amy thing to do is, oh crap, you missed some. Yep, it very much is an Amy thing to do, and there are multiple times where, I mean, even when I'm filming my completed pages video for the month, and then I'm like, oh, I missed a Posca highlight, or something. So these, like, completed pages videos where I pull out a Posca mid-video and just do a dot or something, because it's like, I missed one. Or, like, recently there was a page that I did that involved a bunch of butterflies, and then I was like, oh, I missed one of the butterflies when I was doing all the glitter. Whoops. So I will eventually get back to that. Next time I pull out the book, I'll just, like, go in there and glitter that butterfly. It happens frequently. It's just one of those things. In the case of this, though, I don't really want to miss one, because I've made this colour by mixing a ton of stuff, and I can't even tell you what I mixed, because it's like I mixed into a mix I already had that was a mix of something else I had. So there's a ton of colours in this ink, and like I could probably pull something similar, but it's not going to be exact, which is why I do also like working with the colours straight from the bottle, because then if I do miss something and I need to come back, it's like, well, we can just work with it as is. So that's where having a variety of colours is quite handy. Alright, quick little scan. There's one right there that we missed. I told you there'd be one. And there's 2 more over there. But wait, there's more. There's also 1 up here. Was it 2 in there or just the 1? No, there is 2. I just couldn't see where it ended. And that fish is being skipped purposely because it's a different style to these guys, so I'm not sure what I'm doing for it yet. We're just doing the angelfish style fishies. Alright, there's that one. We're ignoring the lionfish, we're ignoring that dude there. I'm just twisting it so I can see. 1 more. Right up in the top corner. Okay. Now on this side, I think it's a lot more of these snaky type ones that are on the other side. So the question is, do we do the snaky ones similar color? Or do we do them different? We could do them more orangey. I'm just seeing if there's any angelfish on here. Because since there is one of these on the other side, it makes me suspect that there's an angelfish on here. But I'm genuinely not seeing one. Okay. Well, we've gone with yellow on this one, which kind of is like a lighter version of the hippocampus. So in theory on this one, we could go for like a real baby pink purple. What are we going to do with all this extra yellow then? Because I forgot that this side actually had these long friends, not the angelfish friends. Yeah, I'm genuinely not seeing any angelfish. I mean, I could just paint the shell. I can just waste it. It's not the end of the world. It's like 4 drops of ink all up across multiple colors. It's fine. Hand is really starting to get quite sore though. Let me zoom you out. So that's where we're at. Because the lionfish is obviously a micro of them, and the seahorse on here is a micro of that. So the idea was I was going to do those. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do now. Well, I've got this orangey yellow made. Is I'll re-darken it up with some red, and we'll make it more on the orange side. So we get that happy medium. And we'll do our red-orange lionfish, and then we can bring in some of the yellows, and let's get this guy done. This guy, of course, is right on a gold splitter, so it's going to be super duper fun to figure out where he's at. Yeah, I just kind of have to hold this up to the side because the orange, the gold shimmer spray with the lights kind of makes it hard to see. So I've got to do it in a way where the shimmer spray isn't as distracting. Looks so good. Thank you so much. So proud of how my Kerby page came out and how different me and my buddy saw the page. That is the best thing about buddy colours, is when you've each got your own unique vision and your pages, even though it's the same page, just come out so different. So fun. And it's always so fun to see everyone's interpretations of the same page. Another reason why I like buddy colours and just colouring in general, because you get to see so many unique perspectives.
Hello Amy and Chad, I hope you are well. The page is looking amazing. Leocampus, 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 Leocampus.
Hey bud! How are you going today, lovely? It is wonderful to see you. I hope life is treating you well. My ink arrived in, so we got to come back to this fun page. We did some more on the body, we did all the little fishes, and we're just doing the little lion fishies. I'm just getting that all together. Since I've got extra ink, like, why not? Just doing the slowly waking up thing. Coffee, breakfast, meds. Yes, good way to wake up. It's no fun rushing to wake up. Take your time. And yes, very glad the ink came in, because I definitely needed that red. It's really helped with this page. I still want to get more, but we're on a bit of a spending ban at the moment. Self-inflicted, because I've gone a little nuts and I just need to rein it in for a while. Pay off some stuff. Alright, we got two more up here. Of course, these ones are also around the gold splitter, so there's going to be some awkward angles while I get these blocked in. Oh, crack goes the wrist. The wrist is definitely getting to that point of she ain't happy. Makes sense. I've been doing a lot of colouring lately. Right, that just looks like a mess because of the fact that we've got two here. highlight. Start blocking in some of these spikes. And then we'll be able to tell where our front friend ends and our back friend begins. There's a dead wasp. Oh no! I mean, at least it's not a live one that's trying to sting you. You got this, King. You got this. Alright, so I want that dark brown specifically so that we can go in between where we put our little spike friends. Blend it up so that we can have some differentiation between our two lionfish. We're going a little abstract with them here because I've lost all the lines and I don't know. So I'm just kind of making it up, but I don't mind it. They're not the focus, you know. And we'll just go in with a brown Posca and add in some eye lines and some gills and it'll cover it up and it'll look purposeful. That's the wrong colour though. Rid of or paint over the piece of hair or paintbrush that's been tripped. Cool, you can kind of see the difference in the spiky boys there. Go in here and just darken up in here a little bit. I'll let that layer's a bit more dry. What do you do with your body butter? Body butter? I don't actually have body butter because I'm usually allergic to the like the sensors and stuff that they put in them. I love it. I love the way they smell. I'd love to be able to use them, but a lot of the time I'm just allergic to them. So yeah, I can't really answer, sorry, because I don't have any. There's a little market person that made some and I could actually use theirs and it was so good. They had the most delicious smells. They didn't irritate me, which was lovely. but they no longer do it, so yeah. Alright, we're just going to convert you to a bigger spike, because then we can extend that out a bit. See if we can make this a little bit more reasonable. We've kind of made a mess of that one there, but we'll add in some details and stuff, and then it should be alright. I think what it actually needs is for me to pull up the brown, if I can get any brown. We are getting to the point where these inks are drying out too. Sorry, I know I'm being a bit quiet, but I'm also really just trying to concentrate here and get this part done. So, I do apologise. We're in concentration mode. I'm also trying to beat the ad break. In fact, you know what? Why we think of it? Snooze. The orangey red, this colour. Watered down, please, so we can get this blended. Now you're going into the pink format. I must have grabbed some pure red by accident. Fine, we'll make it work. Blend it out, grab some of the yellowy, blend that in. Okay, there we go. Cool, so I think I need to pull out some pure red to just work on that, but the red I've got on here is just so contaminated with all the other colours, so that's not going to work. But we did get our little lionfish done. Thank you for pulling up the focus command, Smalt. I appreciate you. But yeah, I feel like we've done a bit today. Like, it's looking good. Let me just go here and go. Zoom me out a bit. But yeah, we definitely made some progress today. We finished off the Leocampus's body. We got all the little fishies done on here. Plus we got most of the lionfish done. We're still got to go in there and do the hair. And finish off the hair, and then when I've got those browns out, I'll use them to add some more details to the lionfish, including stripes and stuff like that. But yeah, this page, and I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for this little figure here. We've just got the rest of the seaweed down the bottom, which we've still got this side seaweed to do as well. This page, a little bit more hair, a little bit more detail on the lionfish, and then it's just bubbles and seaweed, and this page is done. This one, obviously, we've still got all the little fishies to go, which now that I've done that with the light yellow and the pinks. I am thinking we'll try and get some purpley pinks. Although that being said, if I was going to do that, I should really buy another purple. We'll see. And yeah, I'll think about this one a bit more, because originally I was just going to do all the little fishies the same, but it's a different style of fish. So now I'm like, maybe I do need to do it keeping in the theme of using these pinks and doing it as a light pink or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll take some time to reflect, think about it. But yeah, we just got the little fishies. Then we just got all the water, bubble movements, and all the seaweed. So we're really on the home stretch with this one. Once I can just figure out what I'm going to do for those little fishies here. But for now, we are going to go a rating. I know it's a bit early for me to end stream normally. We're only at 3 hours. However, my wrist is really starting to click. So I am going to call it a bit early today. Plus, honestly, I want to go and say hi to Pencil Butter. So for those of you that are on the YouTube's side, this is where you'll leave you. But for those of you that are on Twitch, we're going to go and see a wonderful friend of ours that has finally been able to come back to stream, which is Pencil Butter. I've been waiting so long. Pencil Butter helped me initially get into streaming back in the day, so we're going to go in there. We have a raid message, but also let's go in there with lots of hype and lots of love for PB. Because, again, this is so exciting that she's able to come back. So, right. Following. I hate the way that they've set this up now. Let's select PB. And, yes, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. And so grateful that you can all hang out with me. I cannot wait till Friday. I cannot wait to get this page done. I adore you all. Make sure you self-care. Make sure you look after yourself. Make sure that you're hydrating, stretching, all the good stuff. Let me actually start raid. That helps. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll catch you all in the next stream. Bye.